Assalamu alaikum guys, how are you? My name is Dr. Sadaka Suhail and I am from Russia. Now I made my own channel, YouTube channel for the study purposes. So today I'm gonna explain to you about the neurons. What are the neurons? What are the parts of the neurons? What are the classification of the neurons? On the structure basis, also on the functional basis of the neurons. So this is very important topic, basic topic of neurology. First of all, we know the parts of the neurons. First part of the neurons is dendrites. Okay, first part of the neurons is the dendrites, and second part of the neurons is the cell body, which connects with the dendrites. Okay, and on the other hand, it connect with the axon. Cell body is the center part, and there is a dendrites, and there is a axons, and axons have ending part, which is called axon terminal, through which neurotransmitter release for the next neuron, or maybe the visceral cells or the somatic cells of the body. So these are the parts of the neurons. Second one, there is a structural classification of the neurons. There is a multipolar neurons. Okay, there is a bipolar neurons, and third classification is like pseudo unipolar neurons. So multipolar neurons, I can gonna explain to you to clear your concept, like where these neurons are present. Like multipolar neurons are present in the motor area. Guys, you know about the precentral gyrus of the brain. There is a primary motor area. So there is a multipolar neurons are present, because multiple signals come from the brain to the primary motor area of the brain. So these are the multipolar neurons. If I give you second example, there is a cerebellum, through which there is a lot of ascending and descending tracts neurons which can communicate with the cerebellum. So there is also multipolar neurons present over there. So there is a second bipolar neurons, which are basically present special senses of your body. Okay, the special senses are eyes, like retina, in retina. Second sense is smell, and third sense is hearing. So in these structures, there is a nerves are present, which is bipolar neurons. Okay, not multipolar, bipolar neurons. And the third one is pseudo unipolar neurons, which is present basically in the, you know, the structure of the spinal cord, and there is a dorsal spinal root ganglion. And what is the ganglion? Which is present outside the central nervous system, outside the spinal cord, and collection of the cell bodies is called the ganglion. So in the ganglion, there is a cell body of the pseudo unipolar neurons are present. So all these neurons are present in dorsal spinal root ganglion. Also there is a neurons which is pseudo unipolar neurons is present in the brain stem also. So this is the structure classification. Now I talk about the functional classification of the neurons. So functional classification of neurons is, first one is sensory neurons, which sense, for example, neurons sense your visceral structures. Also viscera means your organs like lungs, heart, GIT, like this type of organs, through sensory innervations. And there is a somatic, which related to your skin, also your muscles, bones, like these structures. Sensory neurons collect the information from it. Okay, and then send it to the central nervous system. And then motor neurons, which comes from the central nervous system and spread all over the body for the action, for the visceral actions. For example, there is if I give you some example, like your heartbeat increase due to some sensation, sympathetic sensation, your heart rate becomes increase. So it's a classic example. So the third one is interneurons. First one is sensory, then motor, and then interneurons. Interneurons are the neurons which basically present in the spinal cord, and also in the brain stem, which connects the two neurons, sensory and motor. Okay, sensory neurons and motor neurons, and the neuron which connected these two neurons in the center. So there is a interneuron. So guys, I hope you can understand well from my video. So please like, subscribe, and please press the bell icon for support me. And I made more videos about study purposes. So guys, goodbye.